Hi everyone, Adarsh here. So today we're gonna see how we can create a application Node.js, Angular Node.js application which gonna connect to MySql database and get the metadata out of that. So it's just a basic application, and I have done the coding, and I am gonna explain you how we can achieve this requirement. So for this, let's start with a package.json where we have a name, version, description, engine, license, repository, author, and dependencies. We have express, we have log4j, we have, and MySql we have. Then getting into server.js, what we have done here in the server.js, we have imported express module, and we are just configuring that all static resources will be inside the slash public directory. Then we are importing a log4j for logging purpose, and then we are configuring the log4j with console appender and file appender here, and then we are just setting up the logger level for all the logger messages. Then followed by this, we are importing a MySql module here. Then after that, what we are doing, we are just creating a connection pool here. What is a host or username for MySql, password for MySql, and database. And then we have a get. What we have done, we have exposed a get API with the slash API slash table list, and we have passed the callback method into that. And then what we are doing, we are just calling a connection dot connect. So it's gonna connect to MySql, and then we are saying that send this query connection dot query, where we are passing this query select star from information underscore schema dot tables, and we have sent a callback method into that. So in the callback method, it says that if there's no error, whatever the data it got, it gonna convert it into JSON and respond back. If something is wrong, it gonna say error in performing query. Then what we have done for the second time, again we have created a connection pool for this second API. And what we have done, this API is also get API with the slash API slash tables, and we have passed the callback function. So in the callback function, we are saying pool.get connect. If error is there, it gonna release the connection. If error is not, and it will respond with this status code 100, and status message will be error in connection the database. Otherwise, what it gonna do, it gonna print the connection ID on the console, and then it gonna execute a query connection dot execute query select star from information schema underscore tables, and passing a callback method. So what it does basically, if there is no error, it gonna get the all the rows and convert into the JSON as a response and send back connection dot on. If error is there, it gonna say error in connection data connecting the database. Then we have another API which says get method with the slash API DBs, which gonna get the what it gonna do, same we are just getting a connection. We are saying that if error is there, it gonna release the connection, set the status in the response, and return back. If everything is well, it gonna execute the query select table name from table information schema table, where table type equal to base table and all, and then get again whatever the rows it is getting, it is just converting into JSON and setting in the response. And if error is there, it gonna set the status that error in connection database. So here our express container is listening on port number 3000 with on the local host, and we are just logging this event inside a public folder. What we have CSS, where we have bootstrap CSS. JS, we have in the JS we have lib folder, where we have Angular JS, cookies, routes, jQuery, and we have our own custom application.js, where we have created a module with the name of application, and we are injecting ng route, but I guess I am not using this ng route anywhere. Then we have an application controller. We are injecting $scope, $HTTP, and we have defined a method here with the get data method, which gonna hit the API slash tables, which gonna get the list of table name in the JSON form. So we have specified that callback method here, response.data. If response.data is there, it gonna set the undefined to the scope, and then table data equal to response data, whatever we are getting. Otherwise it gonna say scope.table.data equal to response.data, and then we have a login authentication reasons and all. If something gonna wrong, it gonna execute this section, basically a reason section. Then we have another method defined in the scope itself, which is get db list, which gonna make a call, http get call to this Node.js server, and it gonna get the response and setting into the db data as a JSON format. And if something wrong, it gonna execute this function and log here the message, and whatever the error we are getting, it will assign to the db.data. So in the UI side, we have a index.html, where we have what we have done. We have just binded this HTML with the module which we have created by using ng app, and then we are just including JS and bootstrap related CSS files. Then we have binded this body with the controller. We have bootstrap related classes here. We are just printing some messages. We have two buttons. On the button ng click, we are calling a get data and get db list methods here, and just after that what we are doing, we are just looping it, and then by using ng repeat, and we are just displaying in the table format, and we are just doing order by table name dot schema day, and that's what. And we here also we are doing, if table name and whatever the table data we have, we are just printing those things. So how we gonna execute this application and see how it looks like. So application started on port number 3000 on the local host. So these are the two buttons which we get. So I'll say get MySql data. So here you can see that I get all the data from the metadata, basically like whatever the tables we have in the MySql, in my MySql. So we have, I'll explain you my, all these are information schema. This is my custom table, employee, user role mapping, user roles, and this is also MySql related stuff. And this is a performance schema related tables which I am not aware about. This is the predefined tables which is created as a part of installation. This is a test related three informations. So get MySql DB list, whatever the DB list I am having in my, so I am having employee DB, user DB, and all these things. So I'm gonna get here the DB list completely, and it's gonna make a request to the all the information is logged here. Whatever the queries are made from Node.js to the MySql server, everything is, so here we can see whatever the things we got from the MySql. So I'm gonna store this application to my GitHub repository, which is github.com Adarsh Kumar Singh 83/Node.js. My previous application, like file upload, basic application of Express and basic application of Node.js, is already there. So I'm gonna save this application to the same location. You can pull it up and then you can play around with this. So I hope this will help you to understand how we can connect a Node.js server to the MySql database, and using AngularJS also in the front end. So hope this will help you. Till then, take care. Bye.